In this video, we will learn how to solve a linear equation in one variable. Before solving an equation, we learn what is meant by solution to an equation. A solution to an equation is any value that makes the equation true when it replaces the variable. For example, if we are given an equation x plus 2 is equal to 7, so with what value should we replace the x so that the both left and right hand sides become equal, or it makes the equation true. So if we replace x by 5, x by 5, we will get 5 plus 2 is equal to 7. That is 5 plus 2 is equal to 7, and 7 is equal to 7. So when we replaced x by 5, it made our solution true. So we will say 5 is a solution of the equation x plus 2 is equal to 7. Now if we replace x by any value, that is, let us suppose replace x by 3, then we will get 3 plus 2 is equal to 7, and 3 plus 2, which is 5, is equal to 7, which is not true. So we will say 5 is not a solution of the equation x plus 2 is equal to 7. Now what is linear equation in one variable? An equation of the form ax plus b is equal to c, where a is not equal to 0, is a linear equation in one variable. Here x is a variable where a, b and c are any real numbers. We have not studied yet about real numbers, but if a, b and c are any number you can think of. Let us suppose 2x plus 5 is equal to 4 is a linear equation. 1x plus 2 is equal to 8. Another example of the linear equation could be 10x minus 4 is equal to 5. These are our linear equations in one variable. So why a is not equal to 0? Because if we replace a with 0, 0 into x plus b is equal to c, we will get b is equal to c. That is 0 times x will result in 0. So we so there would be left no variable to find the solution of equation. First of all, we try to solve the linear equation in which a is equal to 1, that is 1x plus b is equal to c. Now 1 times x, we will get the x, because 1 times any number we will get the same number, that is x plus b is equal to c. 1x is equal to x, so we can write 1x plus b is equal to c as x plus b is equal to c. Now we will try to solve the equations that are in this form: x plus b is equal to c. For example, equation x plus 8 is equal to 3 is the equation in which the coefficient of x is equal to 1. Similarly, the equation x minus 4 is equal to 5 is the equation of this type: x plus b is equal to c, in which the coefficient of x is 1. But before solving these equations, we learn some very basic properties of real numbers. The sum of number and its opposite is always equal to 0. For example, if a is a number, when we add opposite of this number, that is minus a, it will result in 0. For example, 2 plus, what would be the opposite of 2? It would be minus 2. So 2 plus minus 2 is always equal to 0. Or what is the opposite of minus 10? It would be 10. So when we add the opposite of minus 10, it will result in 0. So sum of opposites of any two number results in 0. Another property of numbers is when a number is added to 0, it remains unchanged. That is, a plus 0 is equal to a. For example, uh, 5 plus 0, it's 5. That is, when we have added 5 to 0, the number remained unchanged. Similarly, 1 over 5 plus 0, it's 1 over 5. Another example could be 1000 plus 0 is equal to 1000. Now, to solve the linear equation, we learn another very important property of equality, that is addition property of equality. It says we can add the same number to both sides of an equation without changing the solution. For example, if we have an equation x plus 2 is equal to 3, and if we add, let us suppose, plus 1 or any number to both sides, it would not affect the solution. Now we learn this property by an example. For example, we have two balances of equal masses. Let us suppose the left balance have a mass of 10 kg and also the right balance have mass of 10 kg. If we add 1 kg to left balance, the mass will increase to 11 kg. But would the mass of these two balances would be same? Now it's 11 but it's 10 kg, not the same. So get similar mass, we also have to add 1 to this right hand side as well to get 11 kg. That is, we have had to add 1 kg to both sides to maintain the balance. Similarly, to maintain the balance on both sides of equation, uh, we have to add the same number to both sides of equation so that its solution does not change. Simply keep it in mind that while solving equations, if we do addition on left hand side, we will have to do addition on left hand side. If we are doing multiplication on left hand side, then we have to do multiplication on left hand side. That is, whatever operation we are performing on left hand side, to balance the equation we have to follow the same operation on the right hand side as well. Now we will solve the linear equation using the properties we have learned. Now we have already learned what is mean by solving equation. By solving equation we mean to find the value of x. That is, we have to isolate x to the one side of the equation. Now we will isolate this x on left hand side. To isolate it, what we can do to get rid of 7 from the left hand side, we will add its opposite to both sides. Why? Because we have learned uh, sum of number and its opposite results in 0, and if we add number to a 0, the number remains unchanged. So we will apply these properties. Now, to get rid of 7 from left hand side, we add its opposite to the left hand side. But what we have learnt another property, the property of addition of equality, that if we add number to one side of equation, then to maintain the balance we have to add the similar number to the other side. So we will also add minus 7 to right hand side as well. So plus a number plus its opposite results in 0. And what is meant by plus multiplied by minus is always minus. A plus minus minus, so number plus 0, the number remains unchanged. And 13 minus 7, it would be 6. So x is equal to 6. Now to check if our solution is correct, we will replace the value of x in our original equation, that is x plus 7 is equal to 13. So we will check the equation. So we will check the solution if our solution is true by replacing x is equal to 6 here. So 6 plus 7 is equal to 13, and we know 6 plus 7 is 13. So it's, since the both sides are equal, so it satisfies the so it makes the equation true. So x is equal to 6 is the solution of our given equation. Now we solve another simple linear equation using the properties we have learned. Now our target is to isolate x on the one side of the equation. So to isolate x, first of all, uh, we want to get rid of minus 4 from this left hand side. So to get rid of minus 4, we will add 4 on the left hand side. So we have also learned that to maintain the balance of equation, we add similar number on both sides of the equation. So if we have added plus 4 on the left hand side, we will also have to add the 4 on right hand side. So minus 4 plus 4, that is number plus the opposite is always equal to 0, and minus 10 plus 4, a symbol is in minus and other is in plus, so we will subtract the, so we will subtract 10 from 4. So 10 minus 4 is 6, and we use the symbol minus because the greater value have symbol minus. Now what would be this plus 0? When we add 0 to any number, the number remains unchanged, so x will be equal to minus 6. So minus 6 is the solution of the equation x minus 4 is equal to minus 10. Now we check the solution by replacing x with minus 6. Now when we replace x by minus 6, we will get minus 6 minus 4 is equal to minus 10, and minus 6 minus 4 is equal to again minus 10. So both the sides are equal, so x is equal to minus 6 is the solution of the given equation. Now we will try to solve both these linear equations directly. Now we want to isolate x, so we want to get rid of 7. How we can do? Another way is, it is actually same thing we have already learned, but we will do the direct steps, and that are very easy steps. Now to isolate x, we are going to do some very easy and direct steps. Now we want to isolate x, so if there is a symbol of plus or minus between variable and the constant term, simply take this constant to the other side and change its symbol. If it is in plus, then on the right hand side its symbol would be minus, and on the left hand side if its symbol is in minus, then on right side its symbol would be plus. So x would be equal to 13 minus 7, which is equal to 6. Now we can check its solution by replacing x with 6. 6 plus 7 is equal to 13. So 6 plus 7 is equal to 13, which is again 13. So this is a direct method. We will be solving the linear equations in higher classes using this direct method. Now we will solve other question by direct method. If we want to isolate x on the left hand side, to isolate on x left hand side, simply take 4 on the right hand side and change its symbol to plus. So x is equal to minus 10 plus 4, which is minus 6. Now we check the solution. If this method gives the correct solution, replace x by minus 6. So minus 6 minus 4 is equal to minus 10. So minus 6 and minus 4 is equal to minus 10. Since both sides are again equal, so x is equal to minus 6 is a solution of the given equation. So far we have learned how to solve a linear equation in one variable of the form in which a was 1, that is x plus b is equal to c. We have learned so far how to solve equations that were in the form x plus b is equal to c. Now we will learn what if b is equal to, now we will learn an equation of the form ax is equal to c in which b is 0. that is ax plus 0 is equal to c, or we can write ax is equal to c. For example, equations of the form 3x is equal to 7, 5x is equal to 2, and so on, other different similar equations. Now, to solve such equations, we will revise some simple properties of numbers. A number times its reciprocal is equal to 1. Since we are saying reciprocal, so we will have to deal with the fractions. Let us suppose we have a number 2, then what would be its reciprocal? 1 over 2. So number times its reciprocal will be equal to 1. Similarly, let us suppose we have another number 3 over 5. Then what will be its reciprocal? It will be 5 over 3. So number times its reciprocal will be equal to 1. Now, and the other property we use to solve such equations is if a number is multiplied by 1, it remains unchanged. Let us suppose a number a is being multiplied by 1, it will remain unchanged. For example, 2 into 1, 2 times 1 is 2, 5 times 1 is 5, or 100 times 1 is 100. This dot symbol represents multiplication. And now we solve this linear equation using the properties we have revised. Now to solve this equation, we want to isolate x on the left hand side. So to isolate x, to get the rid of 2 on the left hand side, we will multiply 2 by its reciprocal, that is 1 over 2 into 2x, which is equal to 10. So we know that number times its reciprocal is 1, so 1x is equal to 10. So we have also learned that 1 uh, we have also learned that when a number is multiplied by 1, it remains unchanged. So 1 times x is again x. But but we have learned that, but we also know that to balance the equation, we have to multiply the 1 over 2 on left hand side as well. So 10, what it will be the 10 into 1 over 2? 10 times 1, it will be 10 over 2. So 2 ones are 2 and 2 fives are 10. So we will left with 5, that is x is equal to 5. Now to verify the solution, we will replace x by 5. So 2 into 5 is equal to 10. 2 5s are 10, so 10 is equal to 10. So it it is clear that x is equal to 5 is a solution to given equation. Now we learn very important property of equality, that is, eh, if a number is multiplied to both sides of the equation, thus it will not affect the solution of the equation. For example, if we have an equation if we have an equation 10x is equal to 20, and if we multiply both sides by 2, then it would not affect the solution of the equation. Now we solve another equation of the form x is equal to c. For this purpose, we will solve the example 5 over 2x is equal to 3 over 2. uh, to solve the equation, we want to isolate the value of x on the left hand side. To do this, we will multiply the equation by the reciprocal of 5 over 2. Then what is the reciprocal of 5 over 2? It is 2 over 5 into 5 over 2x. Now we have to multiply it reciprocal to the both sides to balance the equation. So number times reciprocal is always equal to 1. So 2 will cancel out 2, and we will left with 3 over 5. So 1 times So if a number is multiplied by 1, the number will remain unchanged, so x will be equal to 3 over 5. So we can also verify the solution by replacing x with 3 over 5. Another way of solving this equation is by cross multiplication. That is, we will multiply simply 5 by 2 and 3 by this 2. That is 5 twos are 5 2 times 10 and 3 2 times 6. So now we can simply follow another direct method to solve this equation, that is divide both sides by 10. 10 over 10 is 6 over 10. It's actually same as multiplying both sides with reciprocal of 10. So 10 will cross out 10, so we will left with x is equal to 3 over 5. To solve the complex and difficult linear equations, we revise the distributive property. For simple numbers, we have learnt in algebra that 2 into 3 plus 5 were same as first we will multiply 2 by 3 and then 2 by 5. That is 2 multiplied by 3 plus 2 multiplied by 5, which were equal to 2 3s are 6 plus 2 5s are 10, which is same as 16, and which is definitely it is equal to 3 plus 5 8 and 2 18s are 16. So distributive property is would multiply 2 by both the next term in the brackets. Now in case of algebraic expression, let us suppose we have an expression of the form 2 into x plus 3, then we will use the similar property. We know that uh, the coefficient of x is always 1 if no other coefficient is given. So first we multiply the number outside the bracket by the coefficient of the variable, that is 2 times 1. Then we will multiply by the next term. So 2 ones are 2x and 2 threes are 6. Now let's simplify another expression to actually while multiplying we multiply three things. First we multiply symbols, then we multiply numbers or constant values, then we multiply variables. So uh, if no symbol is given with value, then we all know that its value is positive. So first we will multiply minus with plus, so minus multiplied by plus is minus. Then we multiply numbers, 3 threes are 9. Then we will multiply variable, since it has no variable or so we will only get x. Now in this case we will again multiply first symbols, that is minus multiplied by minus it's plus, and now we will multiply the constant values, 3 5 are 15. Or in other words, we can remember if there is a value or negative symbol outside the bracket, then it will changes the symbols of all the values inside the brackets. That is, there is here is a symbol outside the brackets, a negative symbol, so it does changes the values of both the values, that is plus 3x, that this values were having symbol of plus, so it changes to minus, and this value were having a symbol of minus, it changes to plus. So in our next video we will learn how to solve difficult and complicated linear equations.